Hello. Do you want to tell us your name?
420 Blaze It.
Cool. Where are you from? And where'd you grow up at?
Born in Inglewood, Cali. Raised in Compton all my life. Yeah.
What was your childhood like?
Let's just say it was a jump hood as to I didn't really have much of a childhood. I kind of just had I had maybe a year or two, and then it's like I was the fourth kid out of 8 kids, so I kind of was like the sub parent to kind of helping shit out and doing everything to help everyone out. So being a kid was a little a little short for me, you know. But it is, I mean, sometimes some kids don't get that, or some kids don't even get to wake up the next day, you know. But I had, at least could say I had a little bit of a childhood. I was registered as a Toys R Us baby when my mom was working at Toys R Us. Yeah.
Did you have both your parents growing up?
Yeah, but even so, me and my mom's was always working, and my pops was always doing other work to get the kids to school, watching them, and all this other shit that needed to get done for a family of 10, you know. So at some point she needed help working, so I was always working with her. But even so, they're around, they weren't really as advisive, or in a sense, I kind of grew up on whatever schools I went to, what on my block where I grew up on, and basically everything I've learned up to this point in my life, you know. But there's a few things I can at least say my parents told me, but you know, it's not, it's kind of you have parents but don't have them in that sense, you know. Yeah.
And your name. You want to tell us how you got your name?
So my first name's Steven, but that doesn't matter. I don't know, it's a weird name, but 420 Blaze It comes from back in the ska scene out in LA, from back when I used to play with this band called Brava and Mano Sucia. Just because I used to always smoke a shit ton of fucking weed, and I'd always be the one to be blazing people out or have the weed on deck right there and then in any band I probably played in. And I don't know, it just became a thing, I guess, and I went with it, and I was like, fuck it sounds cool. And yeah, it kind of, the people that know it in LA know what's up, the ones that are around and shit, you know.
So when you got into music, how did that transpire?
So in the 7th grade, I got into the music program at Bunch Middle School. I got in, and after the first 2 weeks or months, I don't remember what, but my parents didn't want me doing it because they were fucking tired of hearing the trombone in the house or the drums, you know. And it was that was the reason I even had to switch from learning percussion first to trombone, because the drums are too annoying for them to be hearing, and then all of a sudden they get a loud ass trombone in the room. They're like, nah, you gotta stop that shit. So at some point, I lied saying I switched it to cadet, but I really still had band, and you know, I did what I did. I had a fight to stay in music majority of my life. My parents never really went to my concert, or I never really had much help or support, or even any other family members that were musicians. So it's it was a very lonely road, knowing that even my only 2 first music teachers kind of distanced themselves from me. I can't sit here and say why, but I mean, it is what it is. It's pushed me to become the musician I am today, at least, you know. If it weren't for having if it weren't for being doubted on for so long, I wouldn't be at the level I'm at, you know. Yeah.
Great. Do you think you can play us a song?
Yeah.
Great.
This one I just wrote 2 days ago when I was on the street out here in San Francisco. It's basically about a battle that I've always had with myself about the whole Hamlet questioning, you know, to be to live or not to live, you know, and it's when you're down in the dumps and you have no one around, or no type of people, you know, in an area you're veering you to, it kind of gets you down feeling you're trapped and lost, but really like you're supposed to see it as that it's supposed to build you and like rise you from all this bullshit, because at some point like there's gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel, you know. And there's no title to it, but let's just call it goodbye. I don't know. Goodbye, I need to go back home to in the ground where I belong. I should have never risen up, and now I'm stuck here in hell. And you know I've done wrong. I need to go. Fuck. Somewhere far. There's no home. So goodbye. We'll meet again. I know I can admit the things that made me be not happy, not free. It felt like I had shackles on my feet. Goodbye for now. I haven't finished it, but that's all I have for now. Like, and the lyrics are like super like freestyle. Like, there's something like that.
Oh, that was good, man. That was awesome.
No, yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to, if it's okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about the situation that you're going through right now and the passion you have for music and how the struggle, how it goes together and how you keep it all together. Sleeping with your guitar and stuff.
You know, it's gonna sound a little bad, but yeah, I don't give a fuck. I prefer to be out in the street with my guitar, staying up all night playing, knowing I can have peace of mind to try to stay away from drugs, as to they want me to store my shit in a fucking storage where I can't access it, knowing I just applied for school. And like knowing that the music's gonna be a better like positive outlet for me to get through my mental issues, as to them just throwing fucking oil to like gas to the fire and shit with these like other people that are there for help, like the higher staff workers that are working at the shelter. They're very disrespectful and don't even have no type of like mindfulness or like any, I don't know, just no like soul to like wanting to understand anyone's situation there, because like it's I don't know, it's really hard to explain and talk about, but like I'd rather be in the streets than in a shelter where they're trying to tell me who I am and trying to say that my instruments are weapons. Like I've never use it as a weapon. This is fucking retarded. An instrument repair is just the same amount as almost as a car repair. Who the fuck has money for that? I don't give a fuck about money either, but like, the fuck, like, what makes it like apparent to my stature or looks that makes them feel threatened like that, you know? Like, I've never met them once in my life, and they tell me that my trumpet's a weapon. Like, fuck, you know? But hey, fuck it. I don't mind being in the streets. Like, I grew up in Compton. Like it was fucking hard growing up out there. So it's like, this is not much. Like I can hang. And nothing. Like they just took staples out of my head the other Saturday, last Saturday, and it's like they try to take this guitar and well, here I am with it. You know, they can't.
You told me about that.
You can take the boy out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the boy. You know.
Yeah. So somebody tried to take your hat or your guitar?
Oh yeah, they took my fucking LA hat, my skateboard, but it was like I had them pissed. Like these fools just wanted it, and I told them like, fuck that. Get away before I have to like do something I don't want to. And in a sense, I was kind of like a little buzzed, and you know, it's like I fucking told them, all right, niggas, let's run. And I had them running for like a couple of blocks, and it was funny because they couldn't catch up until I like kind of juked out of them into this like pizza store, and all these other fucking like dark ass Salvies wetbacks from like not like wetbacks, but I'm sorry, but like fresh ass like Salvies over from the border looking motherfuckers. Like I asked them too because I don't speak Spanish that well. I thought I had to teach myself, and I even told them in Spanish that like fuck, like soy músico y somos de gente o de Salvador, por favor que me ayudan. And it's like, you know, to me to speak it that broken and like to be asking somebody that serious as a musician, it's like for them to have just like said nah, like get out of here, fuck you, like it was like wow, like your own, like you could be the same nationality or same country or skin people or same color as someone and they still want to help you out, which is why you can never rely or depend or trust anyone but yourself, you know. But yeah, like because of that, like these people that I had running for a minute managed to get these pots and pans and open my head up. But yeah, they didn't take my guitar though, fuck that. And it's like at some point I got out of the restaurant, I went up the street to somebody's house. It was like fucking dark, and there's like these like deep steps of these stairs, and I kind of like hid all war status. I felt like I was in like it felt so like weird, like my mind was like processing shit so fast on like survival mode to like it felt like I was in a war, like, you know, like trying to stay quiet. I talk pretty loud and bassy, so for me to be able to like hide from them because they didn't find me or come near me, but I knew they were down the street from where I was hiding, you know, in these stairs. And like I had to really speak really quietly to make a phone call or to call like the cops. And for the first time ever, the fucking cops came. You know, like I never had that happen in Compton or in LA, but I was like, damn. But I never spoke so softly ever in my life. I was like, what the fuck? Like everyone always telling me, hey, you're fucking loud. But like I learned how to do it that night, and it was just like, damn. Like I don't know what was more fucked up, knowing how I got pushed to getting that into that mode, or like knowing that people can't remember at the end of the day we're all fucking bleeding red, and that like, man, why can't people just mind their fucking business, you know? Like, and like ask for shit if they really fucking want it, I'll give it to you, but don't fucking try to like tax me like you some fucking badass motherfucker, because shit like that in Compton, if it would have happened in Compton or anywhere in LA, they would have been fucking popped with a gat right away, you know? Like people don't fucking play with that shit. But it's like, that's why I don't own a gun, because I don't want to get trigger happy. I already know myself too well. Like, just no, I don't want to take a life. I value all life, you know.
And so your music, how has that developed you as a person?
It's the only thing that keeps me going right now, honestly. I've lost everything twice already, and
can you tell us how you got here to San Francisco?
It was funny. I was having a mental meltdown in LA Compton, and I was passing through in the hood to the homie Gio's house and shit, and I was like, I'm gonna take a vacation, go to Santa Barbara. Never been there. I was always so envious of all my schoolmates in high school that went to like those avid field trips that went up on North Cali. I never been up here, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Like I didn't late, you know. And I tried to go to Santa Barbara to only have not slept for the prior to 5 days before I was supposed to go. And I knocked out on the metro in Compton by Compton Station, and they took my phone and my wallet. When I woke up, I was in San Pedro Station when I realized that, and I was like, fuck, like there goes like I don't know, like right there and then I was like, oh fuck you, I mean fuck, I guess fuck it, like I'll take your shit, world today. And then like I was surprised that they let me on with like the picture of my ID on my laptop still and my ticket on there. And I knock out again. I wake up in Oakland at the last stop at nighttime to know that I missed my stop and shit to Santa Barbara. And 11 then, and somebody told me how to take the BART in Oakland to San Francisco. And next thing you know, I take the bar. I didn't have to pay it. The dude was fucking cool as fuck about it. She was like, "Hey, I didn't see it. Just go, you know." And I ended up in the streets of San Francisco on Powell and Market at 11:59 p.m. And I took my first. It was like 11:59 when I got to that station. When I got up to the stairs, it turned 12 p.m. into April 9th, Saturday, I believe, when I first stepped into San Francisco. It was so crazy. It's just crazy.
You think you could play us another song?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm down. I'm gonna do a cover. This is a cover. I'm really deep into like roots reggae and like more old school OG like true musicians. You know, like not saying no one's a true musician, but these are like the real at heart on their sleeves musicians that I can recognize myself. And you know, Bob Marley was one of those big aspects and inspiration to have gone to get me on the right mindset and to realize what he really truly meant in his songs and help and to inspire me more to become a songwriter, lyricist, like, you know, musician, or not even musician, enthusiast, you know, like this is satisfy my soul, but I do it in my own like little arrangement and shit, you know. Because I don't want my phone to be rocking. And oh please, don't you rock my boat. No, 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 no. Because I don't want my phone to be rocked, yeah. Oh please, don't you rock my boat. No, no, no. Because I don't want my phone to be rocked, yeah. I'm telling you that all my soul. I want to satisfy my soul. Every little action, there's a reaction. I know, can't you see that you belong for me? I'm happy inside all of the time. Oh. And no, please, don't you rock my boat. No, 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 no. Because I don't want my boat to be rocked, yeah. please don't you rock my boat. No, 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 no. Because I know what I'm born to be right, yeah. I'm telling you that I just want you to find my soul. Yeah, that's it. But yeah.
Man, that was pretty awesome. And so, what are your plans for the future? Do you have any projects, music projects coming up, or something that what would you like to do?
So, as far as my music and my projects, I don't want to give that out yet.
Okay, awesome.
But
Yeah,
no, you're good, good. But it's more of I will say I have my solo project coming out. It's in the process right now. Like, I'm coming back harder than ever. Just cause like I only was in the ska scene for a bit in LA, and like the banda scene with the like his Mexicans out and like playing tamborazo. Like I was only in that scene for like a little bit, so it's like I didn't really get a chance to network. But like for the people that do know, like the little like my little peeps that do know what's up, like I'm coming back harder than ever. Like I'm in the right mindset now for music. Like I'm hungry, you know. That's all I can say really. But I do have my solo project, Rubik's. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but it's either gonna say 420 Blaze It or Rubik's, just Rubik's, like that, you know. But I don't know yet. It'll be out though before December.
All right. And one last thing. So, if the people want to find you, is there a social media or some way to?
Yeah, they can find me on Instagram. I think it's _420 Blaze It. That's _4 TONYBLAZEIT. Or I believe it's 4 TONYBLAZEE. Fucking shit, just 420 Blaze It _ or if not _420 Blaze It. Cause some other asshole has that fucking Instagram name, but he's like been like inactive for like all these fucking years and shit, and I'm just like, bro. But yeah. That or Facebook, either you need it on my band page on the Mick Carter Ska or my Facebook, Stephen Anthony Contreras. That's it. I don't really use social media.
All right, cool. You want to close us out with a little sample or something?
Yeah, I can do that. So, ha pasado tanto tiempo. Descubrí tantos besos, la miraste tu mirada y abrazaste con todos sus defectos. Tú sí sabes quererme, tú sabes todo, mi amor, no te vayas, quédate por siempre, para siempre amarte. Corazón, tú sí sabes quererme como a mí me gusta. Por favor, no me dejes que da calor al jardín de tu vida. Corazón, tú sí sabes quererme como a mí me gusta. Por favor, no me dejes que soy valiente en tu responderte. I don't know. The fucking Natalia Lafourcade cover, whatever. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Blaze It.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Wish you good luck, and you're gonna be great.
Appreciate it, man. It's a blessing to be here. Thank you.